Today I will be showing you guys how to draw an isometric cube. So we have a question which says side length 80. This automatically means 80 millimeters since they always give it in millimeters unless otherwise specified. This cube will look something like this, with each side being 80 millimeters. So for drawing this we need a ruler. Draw a baseline with a light hand, okay, and then draw an mark your midpoint, then get your protractor and measure 30 degrees on each side. It's 30 here, 30 there, and now we have our 2 points. So we will then join those 2 points and make a projection line. Make sure it's light since these lines will be erased later on. Then we just see, now both of these sides are 30 degrees, and that's the angle for an isometric cube. That's what's going to give it the 3D effect. Now it's a side length 80 mm, so each of these sides should be 80 mm, which is 8 centimeters. So measure 8 centimeters here and darken this line. Darken that line. Same thing for the other side. Measure 8 centimeters, darken this line. Also remember to use a sharp pencil. That's going to make sure your drawing is as accurate as possible. Now we need to make a perpendicular line to this. Easiest way to do that is, if you have a set square, just place it here, and then you can draw a projection line as such. If you don't have a set square, you can use a ruler and just eye it, just making sure it's somewhat perpendicular, and there. So on these projection lines, same thing. It's an 80 mm side cube, so we measure 80 mm and we darken that. See, and here also 80 mm, and we'll darken it. There's one missing in the middle, and we'll also do that. So get your set square, put it down here, and make sure it's parallel, perpendicular. Measure 80 mm, which is 8 centimeters. Now we have the sides of a cube. We're just going to join this, and to make sure you've done it right, these points should align up to 8 centimeters. It's just like to make sure your drawing is correct. Gives you more confidence. So 8, see, this one's a bit off, but that's fine. It's only 0.1 centimeters off. Next, we need to draw this top part. So I'm just going to erase this rough drawing since it might cover up our top side. Okay, now to draw this part, it's a little bit tricky. You need to make sure this is parallel with this and this. Okay, now a way to do that is just get your protractor, and you can measure from here. It will be 120. So from this side it's 120 here, and it's 120 here. Then we just extend them, projection lines, light, and here as well, light projection lines. They'll meet at a point, they'll meet there, darken it up to that point, and that's all. Now you have your projection lines. Usually in the papers they will ask you to keep the projection lines, but If you don't want them, you can just erase them off. I like to keep them light as a proof that it's as a proof of my working. And there's your isometric cube 80 by 80. Now, what if it's an isometric rectangle? Well, here we have isometric rectangle 50 by 60 by 80, which means 5 centimeters by 6 centimeters by 8 centimeters. Now I'm going to be teaching you a better method than the last one, which is a little bit more complex, but it's more accurate and faster. So the same thing, draw your first baseline. Now a change will be, we'll be drawing 2 lines actually. Make sure they're equally spaced apart and the parallel. Then on this the higher one, draw your midpoint, and it's isometric, so we get a 30 from here, 30 degrees from here, 30 degrees. Mark those points and use your ruler to extend. Light projection lines, always remember that, and a sharp pencil. There we go. 50 length, which means this is going to be 50, this is going to be 60, and the height is going to be 80. So since the length is 50, we get 5 centimeters from here. Darken that. And actually the special method I'll show you is, if you use a compass, put your pencil there. You need to measure 60, suppose. Just measure 60 on a compass and make an arc here, and make sure this length is 60. And it's faster in some cases, since you might have a cube which has all the same sides, so you'll just need this one measurement and you can cut arcs everywhere and it'll be really fast. So after this, you don't need to darken this. You can darken everything afterwards if you want. Now we need a perpendicular. Now last time you may have noticed that making a perpendicular like this, we have this edge which is kind of curved. So to fix that, we have 2 lines. We base this on the bottom line. Just make sure that this curved edge is not going to affect the actual drawing. And from here we can draw a projection line. Good. Then the same thing here. We need these sides to be perpendicular. So projection line here and a projection line here. Some of my projection lines are a bit too dark. These are a bit too dark, but it's fine. 80. So this is where the compass method will really help you. You measure 80, 8 centimeters, and you make an arc here, here, and here, just like this. And you have all your measurements right there. You can just connect them like this. Oops. Like that. Make sure your actual drawing is darker than your projection line. You can see I've leaked a bit here. It's fine. You can cover it up. So next we need the top part. Make sure you get this right. The top part is where most people will mess up. An easy way is to you'll get this side. So if you have a thick ruler, or if you have 2 rulers, you can use this method where you base this ruler here, base this ruler here, and then that makes it easier for you to make these sides parallel. So parallel line there and a parallel line here. So like, it's easier for me, might be easier for you guys too. It's just a method that I'm telling you. So just like that. Another method, if you don't want to do this, you have a compass. Compass is one of the most handy tools you have. This side is 50, we know that. Okay, so we measure 5 here, and we can cut an arc like this. Cut an arc here, so it's like this. We cut an arc, and we have 60 here, so measure this 60, and then we cut an arc there, and the point where they meet will be your point of intersection, and you can darken up to that point, so it's easier in that way as well. So that's how you draw an isometric rectangle and an isometric cube. This is 50, 60, 80. That's all. Thank you.